and long-term goals and plan how to achieve them. So we're going to set short and long-term goals and plan how to achieve them. The objectives are as follows. We want to enable you and members of your families to set short, medium, and long-term goals. We want you to determine the different goals within the family. We also want you to understand the need for planning and for managing money properly in order to achieve your financial goals. We want you to learn to assess the cost of financial goals. We also want you to learn to prioritize financial goals. And finally, we want to make a savings plan to achieve your goals. There's an interesting problem that I've written here that I'm going to read out. If a man does not know to which port he is steering, no wind is favorable to him. Let's try and discuss that. I'll read it again so that it sinks in. If a man does not know to which port he is steering, no wind is favorable to him. Is there someone who would like to help us explain what they think this means? Anyone? Any ideas? Yes?
I guess from the way I understand it, it would mean if you're essentially have a plan as to where you want to go, how you want to get there. Whatever circumstance or opportunity comes towards your way, you don't see that early because you don't know where you're going. So you can't take advantage of things around you.
Beautiful. Anyone else? If a man does not know to which port he is steering, no wind is favorable to him. Is there anyone else who understood it differently? Yes.
If you don't know your clear objectives for a certain goal, you don't know how to do it from this place without any direction.
That is very correct. Now I'll ask, do any of you know the equivalent, maybe Shona or Ndebele, for this problem? Is there an equivalent for this? Aha! Perfect. You can say it again so that they hear that's Ndebele. Yes. Did you understand it now that it's in vernacular? Okay. So, do you agree with this? And why, if yes, please tell me why, and if no, please tell me why. Do we agree with this problem? Problem. You do, I can see people are just nodding. I can see we are nodding. We do. Okay. Do you apply it in your daily life? Agreeing with it and applying it is two different things. Do we apply it in our daily lives? Not always. Okay. I'm glad that we're being honest with each other. So what we're going to do is, don't worry about that if you haven't started applying it. We're going to make sure that everyone will understand why it's essential to do that. So everyone has dreams for the future. The best way to make your dreams come true and transform them into reality is to have a goal. A goal is something concrete that you want to achieve in the future. Success begins when you set yourself a goal, a concrete one. And today, we're going to be identifying our goals and place them in short and in long term. Can we have a volunteer to read from their training books on page 20? That
works as a teacher and a maid called Ingala. They rent a house close to the city center, which makes it convenient for Lisa to manage a growing detergent production business. Lisa holds a chemistry degree, and the company produces eco-friendly detergents that she sells to retailers and individual clients. She takes pride in a tidy and well-organized approach to running a business, where she employs 2 workers, Nyarai, who manages production, and Faye, who oversees sales. Her business is fully registered, paying taxes, although only Nyarai is officially registered as an employee. Lisa's attention to detail extends to her finance as well. She has an effective accounting and saving system that allows her to reinvest her profits back into the business. She navigates global financial institutions with confidence, efficiently managing her accounts and transactions to support her growing business. Lisa has many goals for the future. In the short term, she is eager to celebrate Agnes's upcoming birthday with a special party. She also wants to improve her business skills by taking courses and opening a better business bank account that fits the growing needs of the company. In the medium term, Lisa dreams of expanding her business beyond Zimbabwe's border, with plans to export her products to South Africa, Mozambique, and Zambia. On a personal level, she is also saving up to visit her brother, Keba, who lives in the UK, as she hasn't seen him in years. Eventually, she dreams of buying her own house, turning a long-term goal of home ownership into a reality.
Thank you so much for that. Now, let's talk about it. What are Lisa's goals? What are Lisa's goals? We read that case study number 1. Let's talk. What are Lisa's goals? Tube.
Short-term goal is she's eager to celebrate Agnes' upcoming birthday.
Birthday. Yes. Bank accounts. Yes. Another observation. What are the goals? Travel to the UK. Something else that we observed? Yes. Improve business skills. Something else this group? You're quiet? Yes. She dreams of expanding her business. She dreams of expanding her business. Yes. Buy a house. Is there anything else that we're observing that she wants? Any more goals? Yes, Nikki.
She wants to open a better business bank account.
A better business bank account. Is there anything else? Have we exhausted all of the goals? She wants to export her products. Anything else? else? I think that's all right. And thank you so much for those contributions. Now, what are you noticing about these goals? You just saw I demarcated them with a line. I put birthday travel, improve business skills on one side. Then I put buy a house, expand products, business expansion, bank account. I put them on the other side. What do you think the line is signifying? Is
On the other side, these are research personal goals, stuff to do with care and daughter
okay.
in the household. Then on the other side, it has to do with expanding, growing the business. So it's not just personal, but it's about the business that she's running.
Okay, and then we also have buy a house here. Is buying a house part of the business?
Maybe it's short and long term goals.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's talk about it some more. What are you thinking, Nandi? Your hand was up. I think your hand was up.
And
Nandi, your hand was up.
what she said, I was thinking more short-term, long-term goals, so things that you can do really immediately and have a definite timeline. And then these other ones are probably more extending ones.
So I'll break it off. These ones on this side are material goals. I will define material goals for you. Material goals are tangible goals relating to wealth and assets. Those are material goals, things you can touch or they relate to wealth. E.g., even savings, it falls under material goals. And then these are immaterial goals. Immaterial. Birthday, travel to the UK, improve my skills. These are more to do with your emotions. They are more personal, self-actualization. All that falls under immaterial goals. And then I wanted to ask, from our observation, not material or immaterial, just the goals, all of them generally, which ones take longer? Which ones do you think take longer here? Yes, buying a house takes long. That's correct. That's very correct. Anything else that you think takes much longer? You can say it's a long-term goal.
Maybe exporting products.
Sorry?
Exporting products.
Yes, expecting the expenditure with that's involved. So it's a process. It's a long-term goal. Yes.
I think also expanding products.
Yes, expanding your business takes quite some time. It does take time as well. Alright. So we've listed our, how many goals are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goals. I'm going to remove them, I'll put them at the side, and then now we're going to create a map with the goals. Long term, middle term, and short term. So I'll use different colors to differentiate between the long term, the middle term, and the short term. Let me just get some sticky stuff from my table so that the chart is right next to the full chart. In case you get some colors, you can always look here and categorize it correctly. So far, I'm loving the way that you guys are participating. I hope we finish our 1 hour, 30 minutes with this spirit. I'm loving the energy. Right, bank account. Bank account. Do you think that's long term, middle term, or short term? Yes, dedication here is saving. short term. Do we agree? Bank account?
Yes.
I'll use my red. Then business expansion. Business expansion. It's long term. I love the chorus. I love when it's unanimous like this. Yay! You make it so much easier for me. So business expansion. Remember, if you have different views, you just let us know and we can talk about it. And then buy a house. It's long term. Better business bank account. Short term. Export products. It's long term. Are we together? Yes.
Can it also be medium term? Can it also be medium term?
We are David. Export products. You think it may be medium term?
It is within maybe 5 years.
If it's within maybe 5 years
3 years.
or 3 years. Okay. Maybe it's now you brought out a very good point. Let's talk about the duration. When we say it's a short-term goals are usually something that can take you a few weeks or a few months. That's a short-term goal. Then a middle-term goal will take you 1 year to 3 years to achieve. That's a middle-term goal. Long-term, we are looking at 3 years and more. So, come again, you had asked if exporting products could be a middle-term goal. After those definitions, is it still a middle-term goal? It's not, it's long-term, right? Beautiful, thank you so much. And then we've done, did we do birthday? Birthday. Birthday. It's short-term. Let's get another color. I will use birthday here. Travel to the UK. Sorry about that. Sorry. You're saying short term. Thank you. Thank you. Travel to the UK. Travel to the UK. Sorry? Travel to the UK. Skipping middle term. Skipping middle. Okay. For purposes of our context, we'll say it's middle. So always remember, middle term, short term, and long term goals, it also depends on your financial muscle. Yes. Because a rich person can just decide in the next 3 months I want you to go to the UK. But at our level, we've agreed that it's middle because we need to plan, we need to save over time. And then we're looking at improve business skills. Say the course. Yes. It's middle term. You say the course will take how long? Let's go back to the case study. Let's go back to the case study.
It didn't give us a timeline.
It didn't give us a timeline.
But she put it under short term.
Yes. So it's short term. She's put it under short term. So it's probably a 6-month course. It's probably a diploma or a certificate of sorts. So improve business skills. We say short term. The case study was very kind to us because most of them, they told us that they're short-term goals, middle-term goals, or long-term goals. But just always remember that it depends on where you are in the financial muscle. So now, I'll ask a question. How many of us have a plan for the future? How many of us here have a plan for the future? Only one. See, it's the only one with a plan for the future. See, you're the only one. You have. So let's be honest with each other. You feel free. Let's be comfortable. If you have plans, you have, but you haven't written them down. Beautiful. We're going to deal with that. Okay? We're going to deal with that. So now, there's this string here. This end of the string symbolizes our short-term goals. And as we go across, that end that I've tied where there's a knot, this is going to represent our long-term goals. Okay? What I want you to do is, I'm going to give you a piece of paper. A bond paper. I want you, the white bond paper, you're going to write your long-term personal goals. The colorful one, short-term personal goals. So, let me give you that paper right now. So we said, these are our personal goals. What I want you to do is I want you to fold the paper in half. And then you write one goal on one side so that you can go and write it on the line. Yeah, there are 4. So I'll put 4 white and 4 color. For those who didn't understand the color coding, not to worry, I will repeat myself. So now I'll just distribute the paper. Yeah, bye. You can be thinking, before you get the paper, you can be thinking about your goals, Remember, these are your personal goals. Goals that are some unique to yourself. So we say white, long-term personal, colorful, short-term personal. Once you are done writing, you come here and you put your goal. So I put an example here so that you don't get confused. Short-term personal, and then end long-term personal. Yes. Sorry? Just one more. Let me distribute markers so that it's clear for everyone. Alright. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll come to you. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do that exercise. Don't worry, no one is going to mark. No one is judging you. Once you're done, I'll be giving you another. There's a different type of goal we also need to write down. Is there anyone who's done? So we said short term in white, long term, short term in color, long term in white. Short, personal, color. Long term, personal, in white. You can write term in white. These are our family goals. So these are your family goals. Just one more, the sheet. Again, on this other side of the room, you can see there's another quote. So, at the beginning here, on our right, we will start with the short-term family goals. Then at the end, that represents our long-term goals. Remember, these are family goals. I like the smiles when I mention family. Family makes you guys feel warm. And when we're done, you go and hang them on the line. When you are done hanging your family goals on the line, you come, you walk, and you read these different personal short-term goals, the different personal long-term goals, and then you go again and you look at the family goals. Just walk around and read what other participants are writing, what their goals are looking like. Are you stuck? You've not told them about your family. That's all right. That's all right. have discussed your goals with your families? You can just show by raising your hands. If you have discussed your goals with your families. 2, 4, 5, 5 of us, okay. How many of you have an accurate knowledge of your family's goals? Your other family members, do you have an accurate knowledge of their goals? How many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Do you think the members of your family are aware of your personal goals? Yes, they are. Okay. How can these goals be compatible? Are the goals compatible with your family members? How can they be compatible? Yes, I'm so used to, I just saw your hand going, I was like, okay. How can they be compatible, these goals? Yes. Compatible. You're going to go as a family with them. They are compatible. Thank you for that. On each screen, are they more short-term or more long-term goals? I mean the different ones. Are they a lot of them short-term or a lot of them long-term? You didn't observe it, that's okay. In your opinion, are women's goals the same as men? Could you tell which ones were women's goals? Could you tell which ones were men's? You could. You could. Are they the same as men's? Are they the same? No. Not they are not. What are the main obstacles that you face to achieve your goals? Man. What are the possible solutions that you could have identified? Relocate. Okay, for some it's a solution. Relocating is. What was the most difficult thing about identifying your goals and placing them on a timeline? What was the most difficult thing there?
Prioritizing which
Beautiful.
one is most important to others.
Beautiful. Priorities. What's more important? Anything else? What was difficult? Yes.
I'm thinking money, because if I say I want to continue with study, as long as I don't make money, I don't even know if it's a short term or a long term plan.
This time your hand is up, right?
I think the other one is also time.
Time.
So, yeah. So some of the things you need an extended amount of time, which you might not have because of various commitments. So trying to get when I get the time to do this.
Beautiful. So goals are often different at different stages. In other words, goals we set to ourselves often reflect where we are in our life cycle. Our life cycle is made up of events that we can anticipate in our lives, such as studying, finding a job, getting married, starting a family, buying a house, all those examples. There are also unexpected situations or events that lead us to set up new goals. That's, sometimes we would have considered COVID-19, inflation, the goals of our husbands and wives, mothers, fathers, brothers, daughters, sons, may be the same or different depending on how men and women are educated and what our families and our societies expect. In other words, if the roles of men and women are different, then we are expected to do things differently. For example, here in Zimbabwe, we believe the man is the provider. So the man's role will be different from the woman's roles. I think if you buy a house, buy a car, and the man is saying, oh, travel, we're more into luxuries. So what challenges can prevent us from achieving our goals? I think we discussed that, right? We had to look at that. What are the possible solutions for IU? Each obstacle that we have identified. Let's do that on the chart. I think if we visualize it, it will make our lives easier. So, what obstacles can we face and what possible solutions can we put?
The mindset is an obstacle.
Mindset is an obstacle. Beautiful. Thank you for that. Mindset. And what's the solution for the mindset? What possible solution can we have to change the mindset? How do we do that?
Educating yourself.
Yes, education, including financial education, like we are here today. Another obstacle? Money. And what's the solution? What is the solution? You're all laughing. What's the solution? Yes, my dear.
It's starting a business or getting a job.
Okay.
Yes.
Job, business, relocate, save. Wow, so many things in one. Relocate, save. I like that. Anything else? Anything else, or done? Yes.
Environment.
Sorry?
Environment.
The environment is an obstacle. Correct. What is the solution now with the environment being an obstacle? What's the solution? Change environment, relocate. Hey, I'm so valued. I hope by the time this financial education course is done, you will change your mind. Because it sounds like all of you want to relocate. Now, we're going to discuss why it's important to plan and manage your money. Can someone tell us why is it important to plan?
When you plan, you tend to achieve your goals more effectively.
Beautiful, thank you for that. What happens when you do not plan? Yes?
I go back to the first quote.
Someone was listening.
Yeah, so if you don't properly plan, you don't get it.
Yes, you don't normally plan. You can go in, you can end up in the wind just goes, you're also right. Let's talk about money for a bit, just for a few minutes. Our beliefs about money are based on what we have seen, heard, and experienced. And these experiences are different depending on our families and our settings. The way we behave is based on our beliefs and our expectations. Let's play a little game. So you're sitting. I'm going to read a statement. If you think the statement is true, you stand up. If you think it's false, you sit down. Is the instruction clear? True, stand. False, Okay, this is interesting. All right. It's false. It is true that skills are required, but these are simple skills. Anyone can learn them, and we're going to learn them together during this service. If you have these skills, managing your money is not going to be complicated once we are done with this. A person needs to be good at maths to manage their money. True or false? True is standing, false you sit. You're in between. True or false? It's false. Managing your money effectively has nothing to do with academic learning. I'm sure you know plenty of people around you who are illiterate, but know how to manage their money and have very good businesses. You know them, right? So you don't need to be good at maths. I'm too heavily in debt to be able to do anything. True or false?
Can I have a problem with the last one you said? Ability or whether education also comes into play when we talk about managing. I have a cousin of mine who does business. She can qualify as using the manual because of that. But now from the level I deal with it because I have to make sure I have everything.
Okay. It's just that's one extreme case. It's not because of their level of education at all. It's just about poor planning, indiscipline. Those are other factors that are making your cousin not able to manage their business. Now, the statement, I'm too heavily in debt to be able to do anything. Is that true or false? Too heavily in debt, let's put it as name, so I can't do anything. False, beautiful. If you have too many debts, you should face the problem. Make a payment plan and slowly reorganize your finances. The person that earns the money should be the one who is doing the managing only. For example, if you're a housewife and they tell you, no, it means the husband is the one who should do everything. Is that true or false? Very, I like the emphasis on very false. You should always know how to manage your money, whether you're the one who's making it. Remember, some of us have money being sent to us from our relatives in the diaspora. We need to be able to manage those funds as well. If I'm the one taking care of the household tasks or taking care of the family, I have no right to speak about money management. False. Domestic care and care activities are also work. Even if it's not remunerated, that is your contribution in itself. Poor people cannot save. True or false? False. You are all very right. Everyone can save. Even people who earn very little. To try to achieve my goals, I need my family to support me, otherwise I'll not be able to do it. Is it like you're standing or you're sitting?
I'll say this.
All right, goals. A person will achieve his or her goals more quickly if they have the support. But this is not a necessary condition. You can also achieve your goals without the support of your family. As you can see, anyone who earns money can learn how to manage it. Whether personal, family, or business goals, managing money, of course, requires certain skills which will be taught during this course, but these skills are money is to know what you want to do with it. We'll go back to that problem. That is what you need to know. You need to know what you want to do with your money. Now we're going to assess how much our goals will cost. You need money to achieve your goals, so you need to be able to assess how much they're going to cost. For example, I so saying buy a house, you need to know how much a house will cost. We are now going to think about the cost of achieving our goals with the visit next to you. Review your short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals and decide how much it will cost to achieve them with the person sitting next to you. Talk about your goals. I'll give you 3 minutes to talk about this. I say review your short, medium, and long-term goals. Okay, here in financial education, shower. We don't clap. Money doesn't make noise. So we just shower. Just shower. Okay, with education. All right. Let's now just talk. How did you work out the cost of achieving your goal? As you are sitting there, how were you working out the cost? Where was the cost coming from? How did you work it out? Feel free, remember, we're just talking, there's no right or wrong answer.
For me, my goal, my personal goal was not to waste such that more like time and effort.
Okay, time and effort.
So basically, if I can work on my communication skills and everything skills within the next 2 or 3 months or 2 weeks. More time and effort to do that than being introvert.
Okay, no more being an introvert. Ooh, I like.
My goal is
Just one.
I don't take all this control. So the cheapest of hosted so for 4,000 so to do this take account in April.
Yes.
So I have this salary. So we usually travel out when the month is straight to the like accounts the amount it gets us to 80 kids. So we divide the month and then guess how much you deposit and
Beautiful. From what you're saying, it means you've already sought information about the score that you have. Have others also sought information about their goals? How much it will cost, how long it will take? Have you sought information? You have. You can with the Queen. Alright, so you have sought information, Queen. Oh, alright, alright. How did you go about it? You've been very quiet to us. So tell us, where did you look for this information about the goal?
Okay, so I intended for so I especially one and then I picked the school for and then I checked website for
Check websites.
one last and then I discovered that there is for masters they are ranging around 900 and then I was like okay if I'm starting masters I have around 5 semesters so meaning if this 8,000 because I'll also get 2 or 2 to travel to school and then come so I'm looking at around 1,000 so by 5 that means 5,000 but in any case it might happen that the school might increase throughout
They might increase the fees.
so I just saving another 500 just to say yeah about maybe I'll just save that 500.
Thank you so much all for your contributions. So goals are generally easier to achieve if you think ahead of time and gather all the information that you need. It is vital that we assess how much it will cost us to achieve our goals. Make sure to check different marketplaces, different websites, and different service providers on the internet before you settle for knowing how much it costs. It's also important to assess our goals in terms of time so that we can plan to achieve them either short, medium, or long term. Do not forget the rise in prices over time. I like that Queen mentioned that she was also considering that prices change over time, so she's putting an allowance for the price change. Now we're going to look at making a savings plan. As we can see, our goals may cost a great deal. We'll certainly have to make some choices here and there and know how to establish our priorities and to really properly and realistically reconcile our goals with our budgets. The two have to be in a relationship. We can't have a goal without a budget. With this in in mind, we're going to help our fictional character to make these choices. Remember Lisa from the case study? We're going to help her. So now let's open page 23. Can we have someone to read for us? Can someone please read? Just hiding behind her glasses today. Please stand up and read for us. You've been hiding behind her glasses.
Case study number 2, Elizabeth Service Plan. Elizabeth is 22 years old and lives with her husband, John, and their 3-year-old son, James. They currently rent a small room in a town where neither she nor John is originally from. Having moved due to John's job as a teacher, while their living space is modest, it provides them with a home as they focus on building their future. Elizabeth runs a small tuck shop which provides essential goods to the local community. John, her husband, works full-time as a teacher at the local school. Though Elizabeth's passion is for business, she struggles to separate her business income from their family finances, making it difficult to save or track her earnings. She also uses the mobile digital wallet to manage various transactions, both personal and business related. Despite these challenges, Elizabeth is determined to improve the money management and grow her business. Elizabeth and John have several goals for their future. In the short term, Elizabeth wants to participate in financial education, training for women, or to develop greater financial discipline and saving habits. Either term, she plans to set up to buy a refrigerator for the tuck shop, which will allow her to expand her product offerings and increase sales. In the long run, their dream is to build their own home, starting by saving to buy materials. Although they also consider buying a motorbike to ease John's commute, they know this will be difficult to save for and exploring whether a loan may be a better option for as well. Elizabeth assessed how much they need to save each month to achieve these objectives, and she and John are committed to developing a clear savings plan. This will give them a clear picture of what they need to save each month to achieve their goals.
Okay, let's shower. Thank you for reading that for us. Now let's turn to the next page and let's have a look at Elizabeth's savings plan. Let's go over that together. We can see there's the column with her goals. Those are the short-term, she's divided them into short-term goals, medium-term goals, and long-term goals. Some are okay, we'll go in order. Please read the first goal, the short-term goal.
To do a financial education training for women to improve my money management skills.
When does she want to achieve this goal?
December this year,
Right, how much is this goal costing?
$100. It will take 10 months. Other sources of funding, 10 months I will receive a 100% scholarship. How much I need to save each month to achieve my goal? $0.
Beautiful. The next one, the medium-term goal, same there.
Okay, medium-term goal to buy a refrigerator for my tuck shop. Date when I want to achieve my goal, September next year. It will cost $450. Number of months before the date of achievement of the goal is 15 months. Other sources of funding, and how much I need to save each month to achieve my goals, 80.
Yes. Two.
Long-term goals, one of years, is to buy the material to build our house. Date when I want to achieve my goal, January in 4 years' time. Cost of my goal, $1,260.
last line, please read that verse.
Total amount.
Yes.
Okay. Total amount I need to save every month to achieve all my goals. Some of the amounts in the right hand corner, 65.
Right. Did we all understand that table of the savings plan? Did you understand how she came up with the different calculations of how much she'll need to save every month? Or someone needs clarity? It's crystal clear. I really like. So now go to page 25, right by the side. There's a blank savings plan. I want you to take a pencil and fill in your own savings plan. The heading is My Savings Plan. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to do that exercise. Remember, you know your goals, short, medium, and long-term goals. If you can, attach a cost to it, how long it will take you. Please, I cannot emphasize this enough. Take your time. That's why I'm giving you 10 good minutes to do your own savings plan. If there's anyone who doesn't understand or needs help, you can just raise your hand and I will come and assist you. many of you have to postpone the ball? You have to postpone the ball. That's all right. Postponing a goal doesn't mean you won't achieve it. It doesn't mean you won't achieve it. You can start off with the modest goals, then later on go to the more difficult ones. Possible. You can change from short and push it to long or medium term goal. If you're not able to set aside the money that you need, what can you do? What can you do if you are not able to set aside the amount of money that you need to achieve that goal? Anyone want to stop you?
I think you can either sell the goal, postpone it, or look for alternative ways. Maybe, like, as soon as you receive a scholarship, or look for a way to get it.
Thank you. Let's now, do you think taking a loan is an option to achieve the goal? Do you think taking a loan is an option to achieve the goal? What do you think? Is it an option? Yeah. It can be an option. Yes.
That might finish then I think if I finish my house, reasonably, I won't have to pay the loan from my pocket because I'll probably put it into my house. So if it's really from my house, it means it's just covering the numbers from what I deduct to 25%. So I think for me, I'll probably go even a profit because my tenants is in profit. And my one is 18 to 25. Means it will offset something because you're giving something of the profit. So it means that my taking material is also profited.
Alright, so that's a different way of thinking. Yeah. However, you find taking a loan for a goal is not a good idea. If you can't put the money aside, how are you then going to repay? So in that case, where you say you will collect rentals, that's a different scenario. But on other goals, for example, education, buying a car that you are going to use, a mobile device, it's not a good idea. It becomes pointless because if you can't save that money, how will you pay the loan? You find yourself going into situations where you're now over indebted. And this is a topic that we're going to cover later on. I think probably tomorrow we'll cover the topic, how to avoid indebtedness. Don't worry, we'll help you with that. Now, what is the most important thing that you learned today? I feel someone who hasn't spoken, genuine, quiet, you just been smiling at me. What did you learn? What's the most important thing you learned today? And also,
let's shower. Anyone else who learned something
whenever you change your mind, you can go and just adjust your phones. It's easier digitally. And sometimes if you find the more affordable one, you can even make adjustments